Imagine you wake up and your body is starving. Your fingers feel numb, and the temperature outside has fallen so low that simply stepping outside for 10 minutes could kill you. Now imagine this isn't just one bad winter. This is your entire life, every single year for thousands of years. With no heating, no insulated shelter, and nothing protecting you from the cold except whatever you could hunt, sow, or burn. This was the reality for our ancestors during the Ice Age. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If you were dropped into that world tonight, with everything you currently know, you would likely be dead before the week ended. Not because you aren't smart, but because intelligence alone wasn't enough. Survival during the Ice Age demanded a level of adaptation so extreme that much of it feels almost impossible today. And to survive it, our ancestors didn't just adapt. In some cases, they did things that sound less like survival and more like horror. Let's set the scene first, because most people underestimate just how brutal this period really was. At the peak of the last Ice Age, around 20,000 years ago, temperatures in many regions were far colder than they are today. Massive ice sheets covered huge parts of North America, Europe, and Asia. Humans, a species that evolved in the warmth of Africa, suddenly found themselves trying to survive in conditions closer to modern-day Siberia than anything our bodies were built for.
We had no fur, no fat layers, no natural protection against extreme cold. Against Ice Age winters, the human body was completely overpowered. Everything that kept our ancestors alive had to be created, taken, or stripped from the bodies of other animals. Which brings us to the first truly dark survival strategy: wearing the dead. Early humans quickly realized that their own skin meant almost nothing against Ice Age winters, so they used the skin of other creatures instead. Animal hides became the barrier between a human and freezing to death. And it wasn't just any animal. Evidence shows humans used bear hides for hundreds of thousands of years. Think about what that really required. To get a bear hide, you needed to kill, or at least scavenge, from one of the most dangerous predators in your environment. Then strip it, then wear it, then sleep in it. Your survival depended on wrapping yourself in the skin of something that, under different conditions, could have killed you instead. For tens of thousands of years, clothing was simple: loose hides placed over the body. Good enough to survive, not good enough to stay comfortable. And comfort wasn't the priority. Survival was. Because in temperatures this cold, exposed skin doesn't just hurt, it dies. Frostbite would have been a constant danger. Blackened fingers, damaged toes, permanent injuries from a single mistake. There were no hospitals, no antibiotics, no second chances. Then, around 30,000 years ago, a small invention changed everything. The needle. A simple tool made from bone or ivory, small enough to fit in your hand, powerful enough to change human history. For the first time, people could stitch clothing that actually fit. Instead of placing hides over their bodies, they could create multiple layers that trapped warmth and blocked cold air. Clothes made from reindeer, fox, fur, and other animal hides suddenly became far more effective. This may not sound revolutionary, but it likely helped entire populations survive in places they otherwise couldn't have lived. Yet, every piece of clothing still came at a cost. Every coat, every glove,